Arceus, the almighty god of the Pokémon world. Now what would it look like as every type? Let's find out. Hey everyone, Brandon here. Arceus, who was the box legendary of the recent and very popular game Pokémon Legends Arceus, is one of the coolest legendary Pokémon to ever exist. I mean, it is the god of the Pokémon world. You can't get much cooler than that. So let's take a look at what an Arceus of every type might look like. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with future videos. Starting us off is the Dark type. For this, we have this awesome form by Super Rookie over on Instagram. They really knocked it out of the park with this one. It definitely gives me the same feeling as Shadow Lugia from Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness. I get a sort of insidious feeling from this design. I imagine this is the Arceus that rules over some kind of Shadow Realm version of the Pokémon world. Next is the Fire type, and for this we have this incredible form done by Super32X over on Twitter. They did an incredible job with this design. You can perfectly feel the fire typing in the orange and dark aspects of this design. It feels very intimidating. This Arceus loves to hang around active volcanoes, or McDonald's coffee to test its fiery might. Next is the Ice type, and here is another form by Super32X. Yet another one where the coloration just makes this design. The cool blues of this design speak icy wonders. This Arceus loves to create fierce snowstorms to give kids all around the world a snow day. Next up, we have the Poison type. For this, we have this awesome design by Super32X. This one has a crazy coloration to it. It's halfway between pink and purple, which really evokes that toxic vibe of the Poison type. This Arceus likes to comment #BringBackNationalDex under every tweet the Pokemon Twitter posts. Next we have the Bug type, and this one is really interesting. Bug is kind of a hard design element to incorporate into more of an equestrian design like Arceus, but I think that Super32X knocks it out of the park with this Arceus. This Arceus likes to fly around the poop of other Pokemon so it can lay its eggs. For the Water type, here is this exuberant design by Super32X. The deep blues of this design are truly something to behold. Such beauty. This Arceus sits at the bottom of the pool at Waterworld. People think it's the wave pool, but it's actually just this Arceus trying to get people to leave it alone. Next up is the Ghost type, and prepare to be spooked with this one, guys. Here is another crazy design by Super32X. The use of red in the eyes against the purple is really terrifying, and gets across the ghost typing very well. This Arceus loves to hang around old abandoned hospitals and hotels, waiting for dudes with giant vacuum cleaners to come find it. For the Grass type, here is this fantastic design by Super32X. The greens of this design really evoke that feeling of gazing across a meadow. It really feels different from the other forms thus far. This Arceus dances on the lush green mountains of Austria and sings how the hills are alive with the sound of music. For another really interesting design, here is this Dragon type form by Super32X. The colors of this one are pretty crazy, but definitely give off that dragon feeling. You can find this Arceus by rubbing a magic dragon scale which transports you to Dragonland. Next is the Fighting type, and here is yet another banger design by Super32X. I love the use of red in this design, and how he kept the stomach and head accents gray to help differentiate from the Fire type. This Arceus loves long walks on the beach and candlelit dinners. Next up is the Ground type. For this we have this epic design by Super32X. It is so cool how this design manages to incorporate orange in such a different way from the fire or fighting types. This Arceus keeps itself grounded by practicing tantric yoga with its instructor, Sunbeam. For the Rock type, we have this design by Super32X. And I won't lie, this one was a bit of a stretch for me. It looks pretty similar to regular Arceus, but it was the only rock type I could find. This Arceus loves to collect crystals and claims it can feel their energy resonating with its own frequency. For the Steel type, we have this next level design by Super32X. The use of silver in this design is actually a reference to the precious metal silver, which is why it's Steel type. This Arceus' favorite character from Avatar: The Last Airbender and Avatar: Legend of Korra is Toph. Next, we have this Fairy type Arceus by Super32X. You can definitely feel the fairy typing from the pink elements of this design. It evokes the feeling of the more cutesy fairy types like Jigglypuff or Swirlix. This Arceus loves to hit up Takashita Street in Tokyo and dress in its finest kawaii maid attire. For the Psychic type, we have this amazing design by Super32X. You can really feel the wisdom of this form. The coloration of this one especially evokes that Psychic type feeling. They really managed to get across the feeling that this Arceus could give you really good advice on how to diversify your investment portfolio. Next, for the Flying type, we have this superb form by Super32X. I just love the coloration on this. That kind of periwinkle color is very pleasing to the eye and really gives off the light and airy feeling of the Flying type. This Arceus loves to drink apple teenies poolside at the Sandals Luxury Resort in the Bahamas. For the Sound type, we have this Arceus that I commissioned the lesser-known artist at Magic Decks for. And I think it turned out great. You can very clearly see the audio elements in this design. It is constantly listening to hardcore freakbeat, shoegazing folkronica cloud rap. Next we have the type. For this we have another stellar form of Arceus by Super32X. This one perfectly exudes the type, with the parts of its and the that can in the lost forest of. For the normal type, we have this form by Super32X. It is a bit different, but it is by far the strongest and most capable of all of the forms. I mean, the strength of this form is nothing a mere mortal could even fathom. The sheer power this form of Arceus contains within it could make the angels cry, the demons sing, free the damned from their eternal suffering, and rise to the. Finally, we have the electric type. For this type, we have this incredible design by Super32X. The yellows of this design really help set it apart from regular Arceus. This Arceus eats batteries. But that's an Arceus of every type. Make sure to let me know which one was your favorite. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Oh, and by the way, happy April Fool's Day.